Good morning. It's Tuesday, the 30th of January, 2018. Welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom talk. I'm a little bit rushed this morning, to be honest. I'm supposed to leave here at 11 o'clock for Slimming World. And hopefully I would have put on a couple of pounds this week. I actually need to put on a couple of pounds since last Tuesday's weigh-in. So we'll see how that goes today. And I must leave at 11 o'clock. So I'm restricting myself to half an hour this morning. Restricting. Who's early this morning? John True. Good morning, John. You're the first and only message this morning. Oh, where is everyone? Unless they've got stuck. Oh, they don't usually get stuck this early on in the proceedings. Hang on, let me try. I don't like to miss anyone out. Just a moment, please. No, that's enough. Oh, no, there we go. I've got you. Worry not, boys and girls, worry not. Good morning to, yes, John True's there. Ants Galloway, good morning, Ants. Lovely night at Central Station. Guy Bentley, who you can see there, he's the general manager of Central Station and a great Labour. He's not just a Labour supporter, a Labour Party activist. And as you know, I'm conservative. I'm a member, but not really an activist. But there is proof, boys and girls, that people from opposing parties can get on well. Until he starts handing out the bloody leaflets all over the place. Good morning, Guy. Guy, I've got to ask you, dear. I have to ask you this question. And can it just be between you and me? Okay, can I just ask a question between you and me? So no one else listen for a minute, all right? No one else listening. Loving what we've done at Central Station, the floor, and you put the lights on. Oh, we got some beautiful new doors. This is Central Station, boys and girls, where I do the karaoke on Mondays and Fridays, 8:30 on both nights, and do some DJing and hosting on Saturday nights. And it's all recently been refurbished. We got beautiful tables and chairs. What? Oh, tall tables now. I love it. And we got the most beautiful toilet doors. Oh my God, you want to see these toilet doors? Talk about push the boat, huh? But the wallpaper. Now, who put it up? Because it's not quite joining up, is it, lovey? Huh? It's not... You know what I mean. Don't make me say it, love. Don't make me say it. Who put the wallpaper up? Because it doesn't quite join up, does it? Either that, or you haven't put the paste right onto the end of the paper. Not that I'm one to point it out. Yesterday, I did get my gaffer tape out, my black gaffer tape, and try and do some invisible fixing on there. But it didn't quite work out. Who put the wallpaper up? Because it doesn't match. It doesn't join up. There's gaps. Oh, you've got to come in and see it, boys and girls. Come in and see our newly refurbished Central Station. Central Station, Wharfdale Road, King's Cross in London. Come along for the karaoke Monday or Friday, 8:30. We got a show tonight at 7 o'clock. A show tomorrow night, 10:30. Or a show on Saturday night, 10:30. Or a show on Sunday night, 8 o'clock. Any of those nights, come and sit at our new, very lovely tables and chairs. Push the brand new, beautiful toilet doors. Walk on the spotless, shiny floor. And then look at the wallpaper. Yes, thank you very much. Good morning, Guy. Richard Leadham's there this morning. Good morning, Richard. Jeannie D. Good morning, Jeannie D. Katie Rose. Morning, Katie. Kim Witt's there as well. I have a feeling these messages are not quite coming up properly this morning. I might have to just keep refreshing that page. Let's try this again now. Sorry, gang, never mind. We'll get onto a couple of stories in a minute. We'll go over onto the Periscope and all that. Here we go. Becky Moon, good morning, Becky. Floral flamingo wallpaper, Ants, has gone. Disappointingly, I like the flamingos. I liked them, but it's gone. And so the new wallpaper is up. The wallpaper's all right. It's just the way it's been put up. Not that I'm one to criticise other people's work, as you well know. No. All right, here we go. Over onto the other side then. Was it Martin? Better not say anything. Over on the other side then, good morning to those of you on Periscope this morning. N says, I have a question. Okay, what's your question, N? I'll probably, perhaps you've written that further down. I'll have a look in a minute. Good morning to Paul Mosley. Morning, Paul. Paul, do I say your name right? Mosley. M-O-S-E-L-E-Y. Is it Mosley? It's not Mosley, is it? Is it Mosley, number 1, or Mosley 2? Please indicate your preference. Thank you. From touchy-feely Birmingham. Paul lives in Birmingham, where people are allowed to still touch each other and not be taken to court. Oh, it's wonderful. Wonderful. You can go in a bar, touch 10, 20 people, and you don't end up on the front page of the Daily Mail. Fantastic. You don't have to fill in forms to do anything with anyone or anything in Birmingham. It's anything goes, dear. It's just like one big orgy up there. It is. As soon as you get off that dreadful motorway, Birmingham, funny old place, Birmingham. You go through miles and miles of English countryside. Where is Birmingham? I can't see it. Where is Birmingham? And then you go around the corner and there is this great big grey mass in front of you. That's Birmingham. That is Birmingham. I know it very well. I used to work there at a little place called Route 6, Route 2, Route 62. I can't remember the name of it. Can't remember what it was all to. Good morning to Gary Owen. Morning, Gary. S. Gregorian. Oh, well done, sir. You're early today, aren't you, S. Gregorian? Welcome to the show. Everyone's talking to each other. There we go. N says, okay, were you in a prank video dressed in a scuba suit in a hot tub? I saw it on Instagram. Afraid not. No, that wasn't me, N. I don't think I could get into a scuba suit. Oh, I couldn't bear all that rubber. I can't have anything clinging to me. No, I can't have anything clinging to me. That would do my head in. No. That's not me in a scuba suit. I don't wear scuba suits or rubber suits or anything clinging. No, wasn't me, N, but thanks for asking. Did I look quite good, or did the person look quite good in that? You know, because it gives you a nice shape, doesn't it? Scuba suits do give you a nice shape. They kind of pull everything in, don't they? No, it's not me. I do have an Instagram, yes, but I don't use it anymore. I kind of started using it, and then I thought, well, it's just another thing to keep going, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Well, you got the Twitter and the Facebook and the emails and the Instagram, and it was just something else to keep going. And I thought, no, I won't bother with that. So I stopped using it. I actually stopped using it. Sorry about that. Sorry to disappoint you. No more Instagram for me, all right? I'm not a liar. It's not me. It's not me, N. You are naughty. Ants, there's no more flamingo wallpaper, Ants. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. I'm sorry, it's gone. I should have asked for a piece. I could have had that. I could refurbish the flamingo wallpaper and put it up in here, couldn't I? Something like that. I think that would have been quite nice. There we are. So, as I say, a very, very good night last night at Central Station. Wonderful atmosphere in there last night. Really, really nice atmosphere. Everyone coming up. And we start, when we say 8 to 11:30, it does start at 8. There are other karaoke nights in London who advertise, I don't know, 8 o'clock and about 9 o'clock, 9:30. Oh, no, I'll start now. No, 8 o'clock is 8 o'clock. I'm really strict with time. I hate being late. I hate being late. Similarly, at the other end, I like to go quickly. You know, so if I finish at 12 o'clock, then I want to be out like as quickly as possible. That's, you know, I think that's a sort of professional sort of way of doing things. You know what I mean? Anyway, so last night, apart from that being fantastic, I was handed this. Look at this. A big bag. And Mary sent it up, who's incidentally also left her name label on the bag. What is this, a hospital bag or something? Bag number 1 of 3. Marks and Spencer's Mary, Sunday 12 to 1. So she obviously rings through her order. Oh no, she must have it delivered, didn't she? Delivered. I was talking to my sister about that yesterday, actually, having stuff delivered. Do you have your shopping delivered at all? I'm so sorry, these messages are not coming up. They're taking a while to come through this morning. I have to keep refreshing the damn thing and reloading it. Is this going to be too much? This won't be too much of a problem, will it? I don't think so. Good morning, Aaron Weedle. Morning, so if I'm a bit slow getting to your... Oh, hang on, they're popping up now. They're popping up now. They're coming through now. Okay, that seems to be working. Jeannie D likes clinging cloves. Oh, Jeannie, I don't know, darling. I think it's for the younger people clinging cloves, isn't it? Clinging cloves. Eh? Do you not think my niece can wear them? My nephews can wear them? Me, I think it looks... there's a bloke who comes to church, and he's got a younger son the son is probably 18, 19, 20, and he wears these tight jeans and tight tight shirts, this boy. And his dad wears the same stuff, and it don't look right, It doesn't. I mean, it won't look right if I try and put on a pair of tight jeans anymore. It just doesn't look right on someone a bit older, Jeannie D. Come on, it doesn't, darling, does it? That's why my clothes are always a little bit hanging from a thread. That's it. Thank you, Ants. Ants is like in the background. Aaron Riedel. Good morning, Aaron. Ages since I saw you. Still doing some radio. I hope you are. Keep the flag flying, darling. Enjoy do what you like. Doesn't matter if we don't get on the BBC. We like to do what we like, and that's it. Any news on a new quiz? No, James. But similarly, James, I haven't been told that this one's going to finish now. I have a feeling it's just going to carry on, because Barry, who is the man has been like acting manager, has now become manager. So as far as I know, James, the cancellation is not happening. We are just carrying on as usual. So I hope to see you down there soon. All right. If you want to, I'll give you a little hint. I would never cheat or give you advantage. But if I tell you that this week's music round is intros from the 1970s. So take a 1970 tune. You know the bit at the beginning, the first 15, 20 seconds. I'll play you that. You've got to identify the artist and the tune. That is, I happen to remember. I don't always remember what I've done, but as you know, where am I now? Who are we? But yes, that's the music round this coming Wednesday. So tomorrow, the music round is intros from the 1970s. So have a listen to some 70s music, and if you're coming down tomorrow, that might well help. But I'm very, very pleased to tell you that the King's Head Theatre Bar quiz carries on. We carry on. All right. Can we do an 80s night? Ant says I could. We could do it on a Saturday, actually. We could integrate that into the Saturday, because I'm kind of looking for something extra to do on a Saturday. We have the cabaret and we have the music, but it's a bit messy. And I'm kind of looking for a sort of a route to go down. 80s on Saturdays. Sounds quite a good idea, Ants. We could do that. I can do that. Shall I do it this Saturday? If you're there this Saturday, remind me. Chris, you said, and I'll do it. I'll do it. We'll just go in and do it. Okay? Guy and the management there have got have trust in me to sort of make a little decision like that. So I think we'll do that on Saturday. We'll try that Saturday if you're there, okay? Remind me to do it. All right, well, we'll see you tomorrow then, James. That'd be nice to see you there. Let's just pop up onto here. N says, I tried to get my groceries delivered because they advertised and my arm was broken and they told me I didn't qualify. What do you mean you don't qualify for... You don't qualify for your groceries to be delivered? What, do you have to fill out a form or something then? How can you not qualify? Or perhaps you're out of their target area or something like that, maybe? I don't know. Esquire Growing, what's happening to my messages? I don't know. It's up there in front of me now. Oh, they keep getting deleted, do they? No idea. Don't know. I'm not doing anything. Don't know why that is. Try it on... maybe try it on Facebook. Try it on Facebook. That might work. Can I get a Chris Reardon t-shirt? No, there isn't any. There isn't any. Sometimes we do little things like that, badges or something like that. That does happen occasionally. All right. And good morning on this sunny Tuesday. Good. Now let's have a look. Oh yes, so the bag from Mary, non-Irish Mary in Ireland. And I thought to myself, why is she giving me a bag? And I opened the bag, and guess what's inside? Guess what's inside? Look, guess what's inside? Another bag. Oh, is it the Central Station 26th birthday this Saturday? Who's the cabaret? No one's told me what the cabaret is Saturday. I don't know who it is yet. Look at that. Good morning, SIS Gregorian. Your messages are coming up on Facebook Live now. Look, this bag was in there. And in this bag is... Oh, another bag. Oh, and there's a card and something... Oh, hang on. I don't want to... Oh, there's something in a jar. Now, I haven't looked what it is. And I suddenly realised it's a birthday gift. And Mary, for some reason, thought my birthday was this week, and it's not. It's not. My birthday is next week. On the 5th. That's my birthday next week. And I will be 55 years old. Oh, yes, 55. The over 50s are coming. We've got all the houses and all the money, and you're not having any of it. All right, so thank you very much to Mary. And I'm very, very strict on birthday presents and Christmas presents. I never, ever open them before the day. So Mary's got no worries about that. So thank you very much to Mary for that. Good morning, Mark. Welcome to the show, Mark. Now, interestingly, I was listening about car automation the other day. There was a programme on LBC. Clive Ball. Clive Ball was on LBC, and he had this bloke who's written a book about why he believes car automation will not happen for decades. We're not talking about electric cars, okay? Although by that point, I would have thought they'll all be electric. We're talking about the cars that, you know, you get into. It's like, okay, take me to Westminster, take me to Big Ben, okay? And you put your seatbelt on, I suppose, and off the car goes. You don't have to do anything at all. And he doesn't believe it will happen. Not for decades. And I thought, oh, you know, another one who doesn't believe in technology and all that business. But, you know, as he was talking, I started to agree with him more and more. And what he said made an awful lot of sense. I think these cars have had crashes. They have had crashes, and he was saying a lot of them, we're not told about the crashes that they've had. People have already died, you know, testing them out, that sort of thing. They have immense trouble seeing if there's any snow. They have trouble in the dark. They can't see a pothole that suddenly appears right in front of them. And the cars, when you're driving, I've never been in this situation, but I'm sure it's happened, where you're going so fast and there might be two people either side of the road. You can't stop. You've either got to turn one way or the other. Which one are you going to kill? Which one are you going to kill? A car wouldn't be able to make that decision. See what I mean? Similarly, I think there are times where perhaps there's someone in front of you crossing the road, and there's a 10-ton articulated lorry right up your bum, driving far too fast. If you stop, you will die in that car. Probably as well as the person crossing the road in front of you. And you know what it's like? It's going to be one of these people who think they own the road while they're crossing. You know, like that. Crossing the road like that. They see the car, doesn't bother them at all. They just carry on crossing the road. You see this lot in London, don't you? With the earphones on. Looking at the mobile phone. You're coming along, they might look like that. Do they speed up? No. When there's a car coming towards me, I run across the rest of the road to get out of the way. A lot of these people, they think they are indestructible and walk across the road at their own pace. So you've got the juggernaut in front of you, behind you, 200 mile an hour. It's not going to stop. If you slam your brakes on for that person in front, you will die. Or if you carry on, the person in front will probably die. Now, the decision would be yours there. But what would the car do? It has to decide whether the person in front of you dies or you die in the car. And there were so many things that he was saying about this. Take, for example, the old car pods. The car pods. Now, the idea with this is, no one will own a car. No one will own a car. The best example of this is coming up in a moment, okay? No one will own a car. What you would do is just dial up a little thing on your thing. Won't need a car. And a little pod will appear at your house. And then you'll jump in this pod and it will go wherever you want it to do. So these cars would be in use all the time. There would be no parking on streets. You wouldn't need all these roads everywhere, widening roads. No one will have cars. You will just simply order one up. And the bloke was saying, yeah, but you can already do that with minicabs and taxis and Uber. You can already do that. And a little bloke appears with a car. What's the difference? And then he said, and what about the people that like to leave stuff in their car? Golf clubs, shopping. How about you got a smelly dog? I know some of you have got smelly dogs. Dogs are not necessarily smelly. It's just how they are. All dogs, you certainly know when you go in a house and they've got dogs in there, the place stinks. It's just how it is. Whoa, how are you going to take that around with you? And so it'd be really smelly for the next person who gets in the car. What if someone's sick in the car? Who's going to clean that up? Alternatively, of course, that could be jobs for other people. So there's another example. But here's the best example. Here's the best one for you. How safe are you in these cars? I'm not talking about whether the car has a crash or not. I'm not talking about how it travels along the road, how it turns left, how it turns right, how it goes over a roundabout, how it stops at traffic lights, how it does not hit cars in front, behind, or to the side of it. The cars in their very design are designed to stop and not kill people. So what's to stop you going through London, or not just London, anywhere in the country where there are dodgy people who would simply just step out into the road, walk towards you, smash your side windows, drag you out by your throat, possibly shooting you or knifing you to death in the grand scheme of things, and grabbing all your belongings? What's to stop that happening? What's to stop you? You've seen some of these motorcycle gangs, not motorcycles, the little bikes. What are they called? Moped things. We've had a couple of gangs like this in North London recently, haven't we? What's to stop them? And they pull in front of your car. The car will stop. The car will not move. Then they get out, drag you out your car, beat you up, and nick all your stuff. And the more he was talking, the more I thought, you're absolutely right. How can we have autonomous cars? How is that ever going to work? And then we were saying about the big juggernaut lorries. Well, maybe they could become automatic. Exactly the same. Someone stands in front of one of those lorries, it's going to stop, isn't it? Then they nick all the cargo out the back. So I don't think it can happen. Let's see what you're saying about that. Mark says that's why Germany has Autobahn. Well, what's that got to do with anything? Autobahn. That's where the lorries travel at enormous speeds, isn't it? The bloke also said, maybe or someone rang in and said, well, couldn't you have the lorries coming onto the motorways, like the Autobahn, I suppose that you mentioned, Mark, coming onto the motorways and driving that, and then someone at the other end takes over the driving? Well, what's the point of that? They might as well be in there for the whole journey, mightn't they? You're not going to save that much money on a driver by him picking it up at the other end. You've got to get the driver there and have them standing by at the other end. They might as well stay in the lorry for the whole journey. So there we are. Good morning to Samantha Howard this morning. Welcome, dear. Guy says Dr. Beverly Ball Crusher is on Saturday this week. Okay, so that's our cabaret at Central Station. Dr. Beverly Ball Crusher. I haven't seen her for ages. Good morning to Adam Filmer this morning. Morning, Adam. Just a moment. Let me come down there. Good morning to Michael W. Slater. Good morning, sir. Pick up punks on scooters. N says, when I was in the mountains and a cop was behind my £5,000 moving truck and he starts flashing, I was braking lightly for him before I knew he was a cop. How will an autonomous car get pulled over and learn? Well, it won't get pulled over. All you've got to do is walk in front of it and the thing will stop. See, how can you be safe? How can it be safe? Does it really? Okay. S. Gregorian, there are 2 live streams on I tell you what, I'm sick of those 2 live stream things. Just a minute. I'm going to turn one of them off. Now, I'm not sure which one to turn off. Let's do that one. 1, 2, 3. Let's turn that one off. 1 minute. Right. I've turned one of the live... Oh, I can't. Right. So we should only be on one live stream anymore. It creates too many problems. Paul says, suicide autonomous cars is a worry. Yes, it is. It is. So I don't know what you think about that. The whole autonomous car. I've always thought it was an excellent idea and I could see it happening. But after listening to that bloke on the radio the other night, he has a real good point. He has a good point, and I can't see it happening either. Electric cars, yes. Can't wait to have an electric car. They're so quick. I mean, I've got a hybrid at the moment, and the pickup on it the acceleration is something to be experienced. It is, you know, if I hold my steering, I'm suddenly put my foot down. It is a bit, I don't feel quite so, well, I rarely put the foot down. I'm too tight on the petrol, dear. I like to save money on the petrol, believe me. Good morning, Ahmad. Morning to you, sir, in Malaysia in the evening. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show. And Ben Witch is there as well. Good morning, Ben. All right. Let's have a look here. And then we'll have to disappear, I think. This is an interesting point here. We've seen the whole snowflakes. The snowflakes, once again, complaining so much indeed that the people who run the darts have now decided that the darts players can no longer have glamorous ladies bringing them on ready to play their game. And it is just beyond me how this world gets madder and madder and madder. No one dragged these girls kicking and screaming onto the set of a darts thing to say, you will bring these men on now. It's a nice job. It's a cushy job. After that announcement by the British Darts Federation, Commission, whatever they're called now, after that announcement, they did a thing on LBC and I was listening to it. Again, I think it was either Clive Ball or Marcus Collins. And 2 girls rung in who had done this job and were devastated that the job had disappeared just because we've been listening to the snowflakes again, boys and girls, about moan, 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 moan all the time. That people can't do this because it's sexist. What is sexist about 2 beautiful ladies bringing on a darts player? Now, I got a little idea about this as well. I think I'd quite like to have 2 strapping young lads in white shorts and possibly a football shirt bringing me on to do my karaoke nights, one either side of my arm. Good morning, everyone. On they come, big smiling teeth. You know the sort of look. Adam you could do that for me, Adam. Adam could do that sort of thing. He's a model. Are you a model? Model. Well, some of the girls have got together. In this morning's Sun, Kel's Angels, Kelly Brook, very famous, Kelly Brook defends walk-on girls in sexism row as she blasts darts bosses for caving in to snowflakes. And that's what they are. These snowflakes, all they want is a bit of attention. They don't have any talent to do anything else. So they have to get everyone else. They have to get annoyed with everyone else and start shouting off in the papers. You watch them on Question Time sometimes as well, don't you? You sit there and they've all got a certain look, haven't they? Snowflakes. You know the sort of people I mean. TV's Kelly, and I'm sure they're in a minority. That we are bending. Well, I'm not. People are bending over backwards to accommodate these stupid people who moan and moan and moan. The victims of this world. Victims. Everyone is a victim. And I know some people who play victims very, very well. They get whatever they want by playing victim all the time. Not like you and me. We're happy to sit here and do a day's work and have a little bit of a conversation with someone without really upsetting anyone and not meaning to. And then, you know, one of these snowflakes will be sitting near you and listening to every single thing, waiting to pick up on something so they can jump in. Why can't they just shut their bloody mouths? Well, Kelly Brook, Model Kelly Brook, speaks as a petition to reverse the 30,000 rubbish claims that our traditional darts girls are sexist and demeaning to women, insisting it's a well-paid job. How is it demeaning to women to have two beautiful ladies come on with a great big fat darts player? Most of them are great big fat people, aren't they? Darts. I don't know why that is. Why are most dart players big? Why is that? Don't know why that is. Anyway, it goes on. This is in this morning's Sun. Kelly said she used to do similar work as an F1 Formula flag girl and added, "It's one of the best jobs I ever had." So all these girls have to basically do is smile, look pretty, come on, in and out. That's all they have to do. And they get loads of money for that. Loads of money. Just for walking on. And it looks good. Doesn't it look good? Now, how can I be demeaning to women? I'm gay. You know, I'm not, oh, look at that. No, even I can see it. It looks good when they come on, people coming on the stage. And I bet I can guarantee some people, other people will be watching that and say, "No, well, hang on a minute. You've now made darts a male-only sport. Where are the women?" That's sexist. It just gets more and more stupid as the weeks go on. The world. I sit there in my living room, I kid you not, sometimes absolutely in pieces, wondering where we're going to go next. I was talking to my friend Ray Reynolds the other day. Yesterday, actually. Anyway, that's the Kelly Brook story. Read the whole thing in the Sun this morning. I was talking to my friend Ray Reynolds. How much longer do you think we're going to be able to watch Carry On films? There's a question for you. How much longer before they take those off? It's true, isn't it? You and I probably sit there, "Oh, that's funny, that's funny, that's funny." But the snowflakes, "Oh, that's really demeaning. Oh, that's really rude. Oh, that's very anti-feminist." And of course, there are camp characters in there. "Oh, that's really homophobic. Oh, it's against the gays." Get real. It's comedy. But Ray is quite right. At some point, someone is going to write to ITV. I think they're the ones that carry on. I don't know why they're always on ITV, the Carry On films, but they always seem to be there. They must have a contract with them or something. But at some point, someone's going to write to them, and some bod in ITV is going to put, "You know, you're absolutely right. Right off with all the Carry On films." Another piece of entertainment gone because we listened to some prat who's been mouthing off and is offended by something. I hate them. I absolutely hate all these people who are offended left, right and centre all the time. Because there is no offence. There is no offence. There is no offence in Carry On films. There is no offence in Walk On Girls on darts. There is no offence with gay stereotypical characters portrayed in Are You Being Served? There is no offence. You just make it all up. And what I just do not understand is that the people in charge are bending over backwards because of your offence. I don't get it. Just don't get it. Samantha Howard says, "The nanny state." Absolutely, Samantha. That's exactly what it is, the nanny state. Katie Rose loves darts. Oh, I'm not very good at darts, Katie. I can't even get the dart onto the board. It usually ends up around the wall somewhere. Good morning to John Robinson. Morning, John. Welcome to the show. Jerry Green says Sky News this morning. Lady who did the job said she loves doing the job and had no problems, and now she's out of a job. The darts thing. She's now out of a job now because she can't walk on the blokes. Who's running these organisations? Jeannie D, how about trannies? What about trannies, darling? Oh, you're not allowed to use that word anymore, are you, Jeannie? You've offended someone there, darling. You say what you want, my love. Don't worry me. Don't worry them out. Samantha says sexism is not allowing women to make their own decisions regarding the jobs they do. Yes, Samantha. Yes. I so agree with you. No, as I say, no one has asked no one's dragged these girls on there, kicking and screaming, you will do this job. They have chosen to do that. And come on, ladies, surely you like the glamour. Doing this little thing here, I do. This is a little bit of glamour, isn't it? Okay, I don't look as good as the ladies, I know that, but it's kind of the same sort of thing, isn't it? We want a little bit of public thing. We like that. Who is someone else to tell these girls that they no longer have a job? Who the hell do you think you are? It's beyond me. British Darts Corporation. Is that what they're called? British Darts Corporation. Thank you. I didn't know that. Alan says we've had walk-on girls for years, and even when I played professional. Jeannie D. Yeah, why can't we have trannies coming on? Why can't we have trannies coming on as well? Bringing the darts players on. Let me tell you, some of those ladyboys in Thailand, you wouldn't know. They're beautiful. Beautiful. Have you seen ladyboys in Thailand? Look them up on the internet when I finish the show. Look up Ladyboys. Stunning. That's who we want bringing on the lads. They wouldn't even know, I'm telling you. They wouldn't even know. They look a lot better than my sister anyway. I'm being naughty now. Good. Bangkok. I've not been to Bangkok yet, James. I would like to go to Thailand. I would like to see a Ladyboys show. They do shows and all that, don't we? All right. Okie doke. One night in Bangkok. Da, 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 da. Right, we've closed one of the. We have closed one of the YouTube streams. I do hope that you can still see us. I've got a feeling I've closed down the wrong one, but it's so difficult to tell. But if I've closed down the YouTube stream and now you can't see it, that's your fault for complaining that there were two. All right. Very, very complicated. Very complicated. Darts life is never glamorous. Why would I block you in? Why would I block you? Why would I block you? I have no intention to block you. Can't read every message out that you put. You're actually better off to put one or two messages than try and have a whole conversation with us, because I just can't get through them all. You have to be fair to everyone else. All right? Sometimes people get a bit upset, oh, you haven't read out my message. Well, there's so many of them coming through, you can't possibly read them all anymore. All right. Ends in North America. Yes, North America. Okay, I know where you are. Are you any good at getting the bullseye, Chris? No, I can't get the dart on the blooming thing. I told you, it's probably around the wall somewhere, or the wall next to it possibly as well. It's terrible, it really is. Good morning, Kevin Bell, who says the song I have on my mind is Eric Carmen's Make Me Lose Control. I don't know that one. Must say I don't know that one. Sam says Ladyboys of Bangkok are in Brighton every summer. Oh, really? Okay. I would like to go and see a Ladyboys show. I haven't seen one of those at all. All right, now, I've oh, my God, look at the time. I've got to get down to Slimming World and have my way in. Happy birthday this morning to Kelly Kim. It's birthday time, gang. Kelly Kim's birthday today. Happy birthday, Kelly Kim. You wonderful person. She come round to loads and loads of my karaokes. All right. Benjamin, why are you going on? You're not blocked, dear. Why are people telling me that I've blocked them? I very, very rarely block anyone. You've got to be really rude and vile to be blocked. Really, I believe everyone has their own, should have their own speak. Why do you think you've been blocked? You're there. It's just because I haven't read out all your messages. Be a bit more, less messages. Less is more. Less is more, darling. All right, En. Kelly Kim, 31 today. Happy birthday, Kelly Kim. Benjamin Paul. Hello, Benji. Who works in the perfume department in Harrods. Not downstairs. Oh, no. Benji works in the perfumes upstairs. Tens of thousands of pounds these perfumes cost where he works. Believe me. Happy birthday, Benji. 38 years old. Happy birthday to Andrea Giuliano. Happy birthday, sir. Lloyd Paul Dixon. Happy birthday to you. I don't think we've ever communicated, Lloyd. We've never communicated, have we? But he is a DJ. And Lloyd's birthday today. Happy birthday, Lloyd. Rio Sanchez. Happy birthday, Rio. Kevin Holland. Happy birthday, Kevin. Sergei Dudnik is a young 30 years old today. Mark Riley is 50 years old today. Younger than me, Mark. And India Ryan. India Ryan in Australia. One of my great cousins. I think you'll be classed as maybe a great cousin or great... So... India is my cousin's daughter. Now, what does that make her? Not quite sure. India, who sometimes watches the show, according to my cousin, India sometimes watches the show, but she turns off, apparently, when I start waffling. I'm not quite sure what that means, waffling. What does that mean, waffling? I don't know what that means. Huh? She turns it off when I start waffling. I'm not quite sure if that's a good or a bad thing. Let's sing the song, shall we? Here we are. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kelly Kim, Benji, Andrea, Lloyd, Paul Dixon, Rio, Kevin, Sergei, Mark, and India. Happy birthday to you. I think that's probably about the limit of all the names I can fit into that little thing there. James says, do you sing happy birthday to yourself on your birthday? Absolutely. Of course I do. Of course I do. Samantha says, good luck with the weigh-in. Thank you, Sam. I need to put on about 2 pounds. I'm below my target area, not my target area. I was £1 below that last week, and if I'm still below it too far, I'll have to pay £5, dear. So I've tried to put on a little bit of weight this week, including 5 Ferrero Rocher chocolates yesterday, which were absolutely delicious. Thank you. We can see a show when we do the holidays, Chris. What, one of these shows? I do hope so. John True says, in fairness, the way things are going with all these bans, it's just political madness. Well, it is. It is political madness, and it just goes on and on. It goes on and on all the time. All right. Paul says the dart players are fat because they practice in the pub. Yeah, they do like a drink. That's not a criticism of them at all. You know, they're quite happy to be like that, so that's fine. I always say it doesn't matter what you look like. It really doesn't matter what you look like. If you are happy, then so be it. Carry on doing what you're doing. Remember, you've got health issues if you're overweight. Big health issues if you're very badly overweight. If you're happy like that, fine, no problem. If you're not happy, then you need to do something about it, and that's it. Good morning to Kathy. Conquest Forsyth said, good morning, Kathy. I'm afraid I'm going, Kathy. Too late, darling. Kev says, before you leave, what kind of medical care could I get if I come to live in the UK? How much does it cost? I don't know how that works for you, Kevin. If you were to use the NHS services, you would have to pay, I believe. You have to pay because you've never paid into it. You see, you would have to pay. They would bill you. I don't know. You'd have to look that up. You'd have to... travel insurance, isn't it? Travel insurance. If you're coming here, you'd need travel insurance. All right, that's it for the show today. Thank you very much, boys and girls. I've got to dash off now. I'm 15 minutes late now. Got to jump on my bike. Takes about 25 minutes to cycle there. I shall just get there about 5 to 12, just at the end of the way in. So I'm going to have that now. N says, I'm not as fat as much as your mum is. My mum's not fat. She's not here anymore. Thank you, N, for bringing that up. I'm sad now. You've made me sad, En. You've made me sad. All right? Thank you very much, gang. Have a lovely Tuesday, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye now.